So today we will be playing Deathmark. I have already played this game, but as I play, I will try to avoid spoilers for those who don't know the story or haven't seen anybody play it or anything like that. I guess we should just get right into it. Hey, wanna hit up the karaoke place? The new Love and Heroes song is out. I'm not feeling up to it today. This story creeped me out earlier. Do you want to hear it? Oh, sure. Remember Miss Yamaguchi? She wears those big glasses. I heard she's gone missing. What? No one knows where she is? Nope, she just disappeared. Just up and poofed from the library. One of the student librarians said she was researching something there. But then she vanished. But she's super diligent, right? One of the students thought it was weird that she'd up and leave like that. So he checked in on her. But when he did, the only thing left was her arm. It had her really weird scar on it, so it was definitely her arm. A scar? Yeah, it looked like a dog bite. She showed it to me once. She had no idea where it came from. For real? There was a scar like that on Miki's leg, too. Huh? Miki? Wait, that's... the girl who went missing, yeah. That's crazy. Maybe that rumor is true. The one about the cursed scar. Cut it out, you're scaring me. I hear snatches of an idiotic ghost story. They're speaking seriously, but it's obvious they don't believe a word. They're only killing time. Rumors are the best way to do that. The sun's about to set. It's gotten later than I planned. I shouldn't have stuck around to hear that story. I better hurry. Oh, thank you for the follow, Madly. ... Thunder rumbles in the distance. A huge mansion is in front of me. Strange. I'm sure I was just... My vision blurs. My ears are buzzing. Ugh, my head's swimming. It's almost like I'm drunk. What time is it? I glance at my wrist, but my watch is gone. Did I put it in my coat pocket? But all I find is a business card. In elegant printed letters is a name. Saya Kujo, spirit healer. On the back is a photo of the mansion. I guess this must be Kujo Mansion, then? Kujo Mansion. Saya Kujo. Those names sound familiar somehow. One way to find out. Taking a deep breath, I reach out to knock. I stop when I see something on my wrist. It's a strange scar. When did that... I could just be imagining this, but I feel an icy chill when I look at it. My fist pounds on the door. No reply. A light appears in a second-floor window. It's probably too far from the door for them to hear me knocking. I grasp the doorknob and find it unlocked. No point in staying outside. Yeah, we're just gonna, break in, I guess. I'll just go in. I'll apologize to the owner later. The inside is shrouded in darkness. A small beam of light from the window is the only way I can see anything in here. It's dead silent, except for the constant ticking of a clock's second hand. I must be in the entrance hall. The atrium extends to the second floor. Anyone home? There's no reply to my shout. Maybe they've soundproofed this place so they can't hear me down here. I guess I need to go upstairs then. A staircase is just visible up ahead. I walk towards it, cutting across the hall. My ears catch a strange noise. I turn to look where it's coming from. Someone's there, enveloped by the dark. I think they're staring at me. Hello? I call out, but the person remains silent. Gulping, I hesitantly make my way over, trepidation slowing my steps. It's a young girl. She doesn't move an inch as I approach. At least it seems that way to me. It doesn't look like she's even breathing. A corpse? Great, I creep myself out. I start to sweat. What should I do? I mean, might as well. With a shaky hand, I slowly reach out and touch her skin. Clock Tower vibes? I've never played Clock Tower, but I've heard other people talk about it. But maybe one day I'll check it out. I'm not sure what I expected, but it feels unnatural somehow. Stiff and cold. I press down on her arm and she makes the strange sound I heard earlier. Ah, now it makes sense. She's a doll. A doll's joints creak when they're moved. That's what made the noise. What a relief, if disappointing. I carefully begin climbing the stairs, making sure not to trip. As I reach the landing, the sharp sound of a bell breaks the silence. It seems to be coming from above. Looking up, I can spy the outline of a clock. I bet that's what's making the sound. The noise guides me over. It's an antique grandfather clock. The noise is definitely coming from here. I reach toward the glass to check inside. All of a sudden, it stops chiming. Silence descends, broken only by ticking. I guess it's fixed now, but that timing was a little too spot on. Was it really a coincidence? All these strange occurrences make me uneasy, but I continue on to the room with the light. Stopping in front of the door, I knock. But again, there's no reply. I try again several times, even calling out, but there's still no answer. I push on the door. It's dark inside. Strange, I definitely saw lights on in here when I was outside. Wafting through the room is an odd smell. It's sugary, like a ripe fruit. The whole room is permeated with it. Some kind of aromatherapy, maybe? It's not a particularly pleasant smell, though. The aroma draws me further into the room. The floor underneath my feet feels off. It's wet. It dawns on me that I'm smelling something else mixed in with the sweet smell. I know this scent, this metallic tang. Oh, whoops, I didn't read that. I think it's fine. The startlingly grotesque object stretches out across the floor beneath my feet. Something strange is there. We're gonna stare at it. It's so bizarre that I can't stop staring. Blooming flowers are everywhere. They're bursting out of the woman's stomach, her blood-soaked body overwhelmed with them. I wrenched my gaze away, horrified. But the hellish image is burned into my mind. I can feel my entire body shaking. Bile rises. I'm gonna throw up. It's a ghost! In the next instant, the lights are on. Wait, that's not all. The body is gone, leaving only a stain. This doesn't make sense. It's a bad dream. At least, I'd really much prefer if it was. I love how they first noticed the flowers and not the corpse, LMAO. Right? I think I'd be freaking out about the body first and foremost. It's a bad dream. At least I'd really much prefer if it was. But the faint smell that remains and the bloodstain crush any hope I had of that. I beat a retreat from the room in an effort to escape this whole bizarre situation. When I stumble back into the hall, the lights are on in here as well. I decide to have another look around. I don't know why he's not expecting to just get, like, tackled at any point. I mean, he kind of technically just broke into somebody's house. Like, all the furnishings in here are old enough to be antiques. They match this old-fashioned mansion. A large doll sits on a couch. This must be the figure I saw in the dark. Oh, what a nice bouquet, and then oh, and a not so nice corpse, yeah. It was a pretty array of flowers in there. I mean, you know, gotta appreciate that. One would easily mistake this for a human if they couldn't see the ball joints. Probably belongs to the owner of the mansion. So what do I do now? Contact the police? Her stomach was full of flowers, sir, and the corpse up and vanished like fog. Like anyone would believe that. Welcome to Kujo Mansion. The doll moved. It spoke. Oh, thank you for the follow, Evie Stevie. A different kind of shudder runs through me than the one when I found the corpse. Up until this point, I was nothing more than an observer to all these freaky events. I could distance myself from it, but now, a doll is talking to me. Have I startled you? If so, I sincerely apologize. My master ordered me to behave as a normal doll until told otherwise. The words are elegant and refined, but her face never moves an inch. She may look human, but she clearly isn't. She slowly folds her hands together, so she can move too. I'm sorry for not introducing myself. I am called Mary. You have likely seen a number of oddities here already. I see. My master, Saya Kujo, was unable to escape from the mark then. Saya Kujo. Does that mean the corpse? But wait, what's this about a mark? Lady Saya was searching for a way to escape the mark. Were you not also called here by her because of the mark on your arm? She must be talking about this weird scar. Did Saya Kujo invite me to this mansion? When I try to remember, my head hurts. I have something to tell you in place of my late master, but I would like to ask one thing first. Do you know your own name? Well, that was a much simpler question than I had been expecting. It's... ... I break out into a sweat. My throat is drying up. Why? Why can't I answer? I'm shocked to find I'm coming up blank. I see. Then it is as I thought. Somehow Mary knows what's going on with me. Before I offer an explanation, please decide on a temporary name. Things will go much easier if I have a name by which to call you. It is also likely you will find it hard to remain calm if you are nameless. She's probably right. Better to have some placeholder name than continue life as a hollow, nameless being. I'm just gonna go with, like, the default. That's what I did the first time I played. Yeah. So we're Kazuo Yashiki. Oh. I don't know, I like the glasses and beard combination best. Kind of seems balls without glasses or the beard. So we'll just have both. I'm Kazuo Yashiki. Understood, Lord Yashiki. Now I shall explain to you about the mark. It is the seal of death. Those who have it will soon die. Great. You do not believe me? I am certain this sounds absurd to one who has led an uneventful life. However, my master's death proves it to be irrefutably true. The corpse's sweet stench comes back to me. That didn't seem like the work of humans. I mean, it could, you know. It would just take a little bit of time to get all the flowers right. I'm afraid that the horror of the mark does not stop there. Victims slowly lose their memories until the day they die. They face death all the while suffering from the terror of losing oneself. Memory loss? That can't be. That'd mean that I'm... Yes. The fact that you have forgotten your name proves that death is coming. Lord Yashiki, you... will die this very dawn. My memories skip forward a bit after that. I just remember being completely stunned at what Mary revealed to me. I can probably attribute it to memory loss caused by the mark. The next thing I know, I'm lying in a guest room in the mansion. I vaguely recall dragging myself up the stairs and coming here. I must have fallen asleep at some point, and thanks to that, I feel a lot better. I'll die at dawn, huh? I try saying it out loud. It's definitely shocking, but I can't say it feels real yet. Doesn't make sense. Way out of the blue. But if it's true, is waiting for my untimely death the only thing I can do? It might be a good idea to ask Mary more about it. Maybe you should have done that, like, in the first place instead of, like, wasting time. Just, like, doing nothing. I find Mary sitting in the exact same spot as before. She hasn't moved an inch. I doubt a dog gets bored waiting like humans do. Good morning, Lord Yashiki. Are you feeling better now? I feel like anybody would feel just terrible knowing like, oh hey, yeah, I'm gonna die in like less than, 12 hours or something like that. That is only natural, of course. Since it appears that you have calmed down, I would like to ask a question. What will you do now? I can guide you down only 2 paths. The first is to wait for death. The second is to fight the mark. Just like have a fist fight with death. The bravery that would take, just like, hey, put up your dukes. We're gonna fight right now. Meet me out back. Can you help me? If that is what you wish, yes. My master was researching the mark. A few days prior to her death, she found a way to escape it. Regretfully, she passed away before she was able to inform me. So she doesn't know anything after all. There is some time yet before dawn. You have a slim chance. Salvation is a thin thread dangling from heaven. Would that you would grab hold of it, and I shall do my utmost to help. What will you do? I guess it boils down to whether I trust her. If she's right about all this, my time on Earth is up at dawn. If I don't want to die, then there's no other choice but to resist the mark until then. If she's lying, I'll be fine when morning comes. But am I really all right with that? People are being killed in nonsensical, grotesque ways. I mean, who wouldn't want to become a vase for some flowers? I mean, Am I going to turn a blind eye to it? This is a life or death decision. I need to think about it carefully. Also, if the music is like too loud, let me know, because I can't really tell. Then I shall ask you, will you quietly wait for death or struggle against the mark? I mean, I think it's pretty obvious. I've decided to trust you. As you say, Lord Hishiki. Then I shall carry out the dying wish of my master and aid you. I cannot do much, but feel free to request anything you wish of me. I made up my mind, but that doesn't mean I know what I should do. I know squat about the supernatural, and losing my memory makes research impossible. But I don't have a moment to lose. A knock comes from the front door. Who'd come here this late at night? More people are gonna break in. Woo! Oh my, what a sign of fate. It seems that other mark bearers have arrived. Is it instinct that she knows these things? Maybe she has some kind of mysterious power, being a talking doll and all. I beg your pardon, Lord Hishiki. I do apologize, but could you go greet our guests in my stead? They may experience a shock if a doll such as myself welcomes them. Nah, it'll be fine. Moreover, while I'm able to move my arms, I'm unable to walk. I moved to the front door to greet our guests. People fated to die, like me. I wonder what they're like. Who I find at the door are not who I'd expect to see out this late at night. A high schooler and a small boy. These kids have the mark? No way. We came to see Professor Kujo? Who are you? I can't say I'm a total stranger since I'm here in the mansion. Can't go wrong with a disciple. Yeah. Huh, okay. She's got so much spiritual power. It It's no surprise she'd have disciples. She seems to know Sayakujo. Now that I think about it, that business card did say spirit healer. Going off this girl's accessories, I get the feeling she's a huge occult fan. I'm Moe Watanabe. I'm here to talk to her about this article she wrote in OOP Arts Monthly. She pulls an occult magazine out of her bag. Inside is a picture of the mark. The accompanying article says the scar is a soul-inhibiting disease that erases memories. Inquire at Kujo Mansion. This is the same scar, right? Moe lifts her skirt up a bit to show me her leg. Right there on her right thigh is the mark. I think I know what the article means by erasing memories. I've been super forgetful lately. I'm even blanking on my friends' names. That's never happened to me before. Do you think the scar's doing it? That article is obviously bogus. The young boy scoffs. Even kids know better than to believe in ghosts or curses these days. And a high schooler fell for it. You must feel embarrassed about that. Just throw the kid out the window. Rude. But Tsukasa, weren't you hanging around out in front of the mansion's gate? Fess up, your scar scares you. Tsukasa seems to have no retort to that. He silently sulks. Looks like a bullseye. It's clear they're both mark bearers. I better bring them over to meet Mary. Moe shrieks excitedly when she gets close. Oh my god, it's so cute! It's a doll, yeah, I've never seen one this big before. The craftsmanship is so detailed. It's almost like it's alive. They're both admiring her when... Welcome to Kujo Mansion. What? It spoke? With that, the two new visitors join our number. They enter this monstrous world, monstrous world that hovers on the precipice of death. Mary tells Moe and Tsukasa about the mark once they regain their composure. All about the steady memory loss and their imminent death. It sounds like a ridiculous story, but it gains validity coming from someone like her. Yeah, you better trust what she says. You know, being a talking doll at all. Both of their faces pale. Now, if you came specifically here because you believed Lady Saya's article, you must have already experienced the pain of losing your memories. Moe admitted as much earlier, but I can see Tsukasa's face darken. So it must be happening to him too. Hey Moe, I'd like to confirm something. Where were you when you got the mark? My amnesia seems to be worse than theirs, so they might remember. I'm not positive, but I think my mark might be a curse from Hanahiko. Hanahiko? This name is familiar to me. He is the ghost the resident children of this town whisper about, correct? My master was interested in him. So Sayakujo was curious too. Could be connected to the mark somehow. I'd like to hear more about this ghost. As you wish, Lord Yoshiki. Then I shall tell you the rumors of Hanahiko. Oh, did you hear? About that ghost boy all the schools in H City are talking about. Sounds like Hanahiko is back. I heard that he can appear if you peek in a school mirror at night. He'll ask you something. Am I pretty? If you tell him no, you'll be fine, but if you say yes... Give me that red stuff then. And then he just disappears. But that's not all. Hanahiko hates adults, you know. I heard that if the person he asks is an adult, they'll die. And not just drop dead. Their blood is drained from them. Next to the corpse is a single rose. A rose dripping with blood. Rumors can be easily manipulated, passing from one person to another. Assumptions and errors mix in, but they also hold a hint of truth. Miss Moe, did you know anything else? I think I probably got my mark when I was investigating Hanahiko at H Elementary School. This has got to be some sort of clue. I should ask her more about it. My big dream is to write about the occult, so I'd love to see a ghost. I found this article in a magazine mentioning Hanahiko was seen there. I figured that place would be easier to sneak in than a regular school. Aye aye. Since it's been closed down. What should I ask next? Is Hanahiko there? I don't think so, but I can't really say for sure. I went to the mirror, but a shiver suddenly ran down my spine. I got spooked and left. What should I ask next? When did you notice the mark? I noticed it later in the bath. A strange scar was suddenly on my thigh. It really surprised me. I realized immediately that it had to be what Professor Kujo wrote about. I think I have a handle on what happened. No way to know for sure about the ghost, but there's no denying she had the mark after returning home from H Elementary. Then maybe... Tsukasa glances down at his left hand. Mine might be from Hanahiko too. I noticed it after I got home from T Elementary. That ghost was seen at a lot of schools in H City, right? Maybe he's remembered something. I better ask him some questions too. T Elementary? I go to school there. You've probably heard of it since it's the top-ranked elementary in H City. What should I ask next? Maybe that's why he's so rude, because he's smart. When was that? Maybe around sunset? I was heading home until I realized I forgot something and turned back. What should I ask next? Did you see Hanahiko? No, and I didn't get chills or anything either. Oh, but I think I passed a mirror. I went to the bathroom before going home. I don't think he knows anymore. Those stories are pretty similar to the Hanahiko rumors. It can't be just a coincidence. You must investigate the places where Hanahiko appeared, for their sake as well as yours. That's all well and good, but what exactly am I investigating? Death and life coexisting. If the mark originated there, then a way to erase it will also be there. You must find it. Find the key you need to break the mark's curse. That is the only way to escape. And all of a sudden, a huge burden was dropped on my shoulders. Probably not a good idea. It seems that Hanahiko appeared at 2 schools. Where will you investigate? I mean, I think it's pretty obvious. Go to the run-down, decrepit, scary school. Yeah, that's probably wise. They'd arrest you on the spot if you tried to sneak into a regular school. Yeah, probably. A middle-aged man who can't recall his name, let alone address or job title. I'd have no excuses if I got caught. Wanna get going then? Let's do this. Wait, you're coming too? Of course. I haven't given up on seeing Hanahiko yet. Kids these days always throwing themselves into danger. She grins at me. Is she really strong, or is this blind optimism? I'm going to. Hey, not you too. Seriously? My life's on the line here. I don't want the reason I die to be because you messed something up. He's like 12. Come on. That's pretty bold. Good thing you're cute. But to bring kids along with me is... I understand your hesitation, but the mark does not discriminate, stealing lives of children and adults. If they wish to fight their fate, you should honor that. I suppose human logic doesn't fly when dealing with the supernatural. We'll need to prepare ourselves for the worst if we're going to survive. Please take only one mark bearer with you, however. A large group will increase the odds of you being detected by spirits. I also ask that you not waste time dawdling with others on the way. It is possible unnecessary contact may hasten the effects of the mark. Only engage when absolutely necessary. Keep contact with others to a minimum. Have a safe trip. Okay. She's nice to me, so I'll pick her. First, we have to get to H Elementary. Mary says we're free to use the car in the garage. The garage is detached from the mansion. The vintage model van and bicycles only accent the elegant interior. Thank God for careless people. The car key was left on the table. Time to go. Hey. According to Mary, you lost a bunch of your memories, right? Is it really okay for you to drive? It's like riding a bike, you never forget. She looks at me suspiciously. Don't worry, it'll be fine, I think. It'll all come back when I take the wheel. See, I mean, if we're all gonna die anyways, I mean, you know. Part of that is to convince myself. But are you missing your license? If a cop finds us, we'll have more to worry about than Harihiko. She's right about that, but our lives are on the line, so we don't have much of a choice. Once the mark's gone, I'll remember. Then I'll just have them reissue it, assuming I ever got one. Now I'm even more worried. Just drive safe, okay? Road trip, road trip. Human bodies are remarkable. Back in the garage, I wasn't sure if I'd be able to drive or not. But the second my hands touched the wheel, I wasn't worried anymore. My muscles reacted quicker than I expected, and it's now easy to guide this monster down the road. Obligatory Tokyo Drift reference. Yeah. But now, thoughts of what I can no longer do start to filter into my head. Hey, mister. Moe pipes up hesitantly. I probably let the silence go on too long. She doesn't seem as cheerful as she was a little while ago. What's it like to lose your memories? That's a hard question to answer. What do you mean? Like, do they all go at once, or a few pieces at a time? What if you're only left with sad memories? I'd hate that. I don't think it works like that, but I have no idea if it's getting worse or better. I don't know what I was like to begin with, so there's nothing to compare to. In that sense, rather than the memories vanishing, it's like everything's been painted white. That's what it feels like. Oh. You sure are mature, mister. You take everything so calmly. The conversation dwindles, leaving only the sound of the tires on the road. Then thoughts start popping into my head again, one after another. I know we have to check out that mirror, but what else should we investigate? What do you think? Moe glances over at me. No idea. I can't even remember my own name. How the hell am I supposed to know what we're doing? Aw, please, I'm really counting on you. Think whatever you want. I'm talking to a child. I need to show restraint and be a good example. But that's definitely how I really feel. I stare down at the steering wheel. The doll in the mansion, mark bears, the mark, spirits. And the mysterious deaths. I feel like I'm going to be buried under all of the crushing thoughts that keep popping into my head. What awaits me down this dark road? I feel a flutter from the mark on my wrist, like it's trying to warn me. My brain might not be able to understand, but my body can sense it. That death is closing in. If that's happening, isn't If that's happening isn't the problem anymore. It's more how long do I have left? How much longer is it? Huh. I almost yelled, but I managed to swallow it down with effort. I think we're almost there. Really? It's closer than I thought. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly right. At any time, it could. It's a lot closer than you'd think. Looming ominously in the moonlight, the school definitely looks abandoned. For quite a number of years, in fact. The walls are starting to crack. All the windows are broken as well. The thick chain is in front of the main gate to keep people from going in. Hey, you there. Not another step. See, we're already gonna get tackled. We didn't even go to a school, like an up-and-running school. The enthusiastic voice comes from a man in a guard uniform. He must be patrolling the area. Looks like we got caught. This property belongs to the city. No one's allowed inside. Didn't you know? Or are you up to something? A bunch of people have been coming here on dares since it's haunted. You aren't one of them, are you? It's haunted? Play stupid, play stupid. Well, that's what the rumors are saying anyway. It's a giant pain. Moe nods in agreement. It is pretty famous after all. The guard sighs. Anyway, the school's off limits, so you can't go inside. I don't want any trouble on my first shift here. Please leave. Okay? Muttering to himself, the guard makes his way into the school. As we watch him leave, Moe leans over and whispers. Damn, there wasn't a guard when I stuck in here before. We better not get caught. Oh, that's a save. I might as well save. Pushing open the doors, I head inside. Whoa, it's so dark. We can't see anything like this. You should have brought flashlights. Urban Exploration 101. The moonlight doesn't reach inside. We'll just have to use the flashlight. Oh, pfft. But if we use the flashlight, that guard will find us. Can't do anything about it, I guess. I mean, all I can really do is just, like, kick us out anyways, so. Anyway, that mirror is... I'm pretty sure it's to the right on the staircase. Okay. There are platforms of broken wood slats in front of the shoe rack. They frequently step on them. Oh. The battered shoe rack is covered in dirt. A half-torn poster. It says, Lost and Found, in large letters at the top. I touch the paper. It disintegrates the second my fingers reach it and scatters through the air. Nothing else looks interesting. Oh. Lost items are kept in storage in the staff room. Please check there if you're missing something. A flyer containing warnings and a list of contacts. I turn over the torn flyer, but I don't find anything in particular. ... Nothing's there, huh? Looks like it. Do not leave handprints on the mirror on the eastern staircase, thank you. Independent research, presentation, first floor, multi-purpose classroom. Come check it out! Wow, that presentation takes me back. Anyway, the mirrors on the eastern staircase is the one I saw. Guess we'll go there first. Yeah, it's to the right. A flyer containing warnings and a... Oh, that's... yeah. Is there anything else here? No. Huh? As we enter the hallway, a small shadow flits across our feet. I turn on the flashlight to find... It's a bunny! Aw, bunny, it's so cute. Was it the school pet? The black rabbit squeaks and runs away. It rushes toward the eastern end of school. Aw, it ran away. Is it telling us to follow? Haha, yeah, right. No info was added to the spirit file. Black rabbit. Looks like something smashed the fluorescent lights. They're shattered beyond repair. Good thing we're wearing shoes. It's not going right. It's an abandoned desk. I turn the desk around and stick my hand inside. Got holy hard hat. I doubt that's very useful. Hey man, you never know. The school's falling apart. Gotta protect our noggin. Got the urban exploration Crocs. Yeah, you gotta explore in style, and what's better than Crocs? The dust is so thick on the ceiling that just walking around causes a shower of particles. The door is locked. The keyhole isn't rusted over. If I had a key, I could open it. Oh. The fire door is rusted shut and won't move. Okay. Okay. Climb the stairs. We're just gonna ignore that. I'm gonna search everywhere but the mirror first. Oh, I didn't want to climb the stairs, no. Climbed up the stairs to the second floor. I feel something soft squish under my heel. I quickly pick up my foot and shine my light down. No thanks. Light it on fire. Just burn the whole skull down, thank you. The hallway is covered with poisonous snakes. Moe lets out something close to a shriek upon seeing them. Yeah, see, our urban exploration Crocs are not gonna help us here. Eee! Snakes! We decide to go back to the landing. Yeah. Bye. Okay, mirror time. This is it. It's the mirror I saw last time. I'm sure of it. Huh. Just then, a dull pain runs through my wrist. Like something is biting into my skin. To distract myself from the pain, I keep talking with Moe. It certainly looks normal. Yeah, what should we do? It's a dirty mirror. All the stains make it hard to see a reflection. I face forward and silently wipe the gray mirror with my hand. As I expected, I can't make anything out. All I see is my own shadow reflected as a vague, shadowy lump. My shadow sways in the dark, in the mirror. At least that's what I thought at first. I figured the shadow moved because I had. But the next time the shadow moves, a cold shiver runs down my spine. That's not my shadow. Something is in the mirror. Huh? Moe yelps and steps back. Well, that confirms I'm not hallucinating. There really is something in there. Every muscle in my body locks. I try to look away, but I can't even close my eyes. The figure's mouth twists. I don't want to look, but I can't even close my eyes. It opens its mouth. An odd voice pierces my ears. Hey, am I pretty? He doesn't like adults. I'm an adult! No! No, you're not pretty. You're not pretty. If I only had that red stuff. I'm fresh out, buddy. The snakes, they already bled me dry, dude. Can't have any. I can't see well. Are you a grown-up? I'm the tallest in my class. Big people aren't allowed in school. Ooh. Suddenly, the mirror cracks. It cracked. Now I can't see. No more big people here. Yeah, nope, definitely not a big person. Nope. The figure disappears. The scream echoes from the other side of the school. Moe sinks to the floor. They gasp in panicked disbelief for a while. I feel much the same. What was that? That was probably Hanahiko. I couldn't say it. The word sticks in my throat. My mouth is completely dry. I can't believe this. I thought I wanted to see a ghost. But to see one that clearly. Gotta be careful what you wish for, kids, man. Moe seems to shake the encounter off and return to normal. Hanahiko's words swirl around in my head. Our situation has done a complete reverse from where we were just a moments ago. I can't believe I was complaining about not knowing what to investigate. Oh, anyway. That scream, what was that? The guard we met outside. Ooh. I doubt there's anyone else here. He might have seen something wherever he is, too. Sounded like it came from far away. A ways down the hallway. That would be the other side of the school. Yeah, let's go look for him. But if he screamed like that, he came across snakes. Who wouldn't scream coming across like a million snakes? Something might have happened to him. Right as I respond, I hear someone whisper in my ear. Purify with red. That can't be good. I look in the direction of the voice, but all I see is darkness. Mystery? No, it's nothing. Let's go. New info is added to the spirit file. Hanahiko, the boy in the mirror. Yeah, I guess we should go check on the guard. I went downstairs. I hear a noise like something slamming against the door. Is someone inside? I shine the flashlight at the door. Out of nowhere, the door bursts open and something comes flying out. Eh? Moe shrieks and falls down. I recognize those clothes. Some kind of plant covers half his face. Ah! The part of his face we can see is twisted in anguish as he screams. No doubt about it, it's that guard. What the hell happened? Thorns are eating my face! It hurts. What's going on? Moe sits on the floor, stunned into just syllables. Poor guy. The guard suddenly rushes towards the entrance. And then silence falls once more. Low budget scream, no. No. Pant, pant. The only sound left is that of our shaky breathing. Once we catch our breaths, I take Moe's hand and help them up. Our nerves have calmed some, but that definitely left an unsettling, just unsettling, I think he's dead. Something terrible lurks here. We can't just sit around. I felt like I was paralyzed. I'm okay now. But that guy... Moe stares at the door. I wonder if Hanahiko did that. And I don't know if you noticed, but I got the feeling someone was standing behind him. There's really no good way to respond to that. I let silence serve as my answer. What else could I do? No point in coming here if we're just going to stand here shaking. If we don't uncover the secret before it comes for us. Why don't we check out the staff room? I tactfully avoid answering Moe's question. Okay, see you mildly. Thank you for coming. I tactfully avoid answering Moe's question. The guard had run out of here. Something might be inside. Some secret about Hanahiko. Yeah, you're right. Let's just be careful, okay? I covered my wrist with my palm, making sure Moe doesn't notice. The moment I'd put my hand on the knob, the mark burned my skin, pulsing along with my beating heart. New info is added to the spirit file. Plantified guard. The staff room is chaos. The furniture is upended and the walls are... Was there a fire here or something? There are black scorch marks everywhere. Phew. Moe looks relieved as they come out from behind me. Whoa, it's totally empty. Anyway, let's look around. Huh? There's a door over there too. Looks like it goes to another room. We're just gonna look everywhere first. Oh. As I search the burnt post, something falls from the top of it. Found a worn-out talisman. When I pick up the worn-out talisman, I feel warmth flow through me. Got soul power. The worn-out talisman crumbles silently in my hand. Find a worn-out talisman and restore your soul power. The more soul power you have, the easier it will be to survive a deadly choice. Good, well, we're gonna need it. The wall near the window is burnt. There must have been a fire here a long time ago. Nothing else. Opened the door and left the staff room. It's kind of cramped in here. Is this a storage room? Seems to be. Hopefully there's something useful in here. And dang ghosts. There's a cardboard box on top of the cabinet. I think I can reach it. Reaching up, I grab the box and look inside. Got lipstick, red pen, and girl slippers. Good job, mister. I knew there was a reason you were tall. I'm sure we could find a stool somewhere if we weren't tall. It'd be fine. I open the glass door and check inside, but there isn't anything that catches my eye. Rip. It's a massive wooden cabinet. I pull on the door, but it just rattles in place. Looks like it won't open. Something's stopping it. Looks like the sliding door is a simple lock, just sticking something in the hole for the screw. The key itself seems to have gone missing. I don't see it anywhere. What's this? Something stuck in the hole for the screw. It seems that wooden thing works as a lock. I'll have to do something about that to open the door. I take out the letter opener. If I can shove it in, I might be able to pop out whatever's stuck in the hole. That's the idea, at least. But no, it won't fit at all. The knife is too big. Okay. Well, yeah, I tried. I think it's a school journal. The paper is deteriorated from age and bugs, so I can't read it. There's a door cut into the floor. Is it some kind of storage area? It's a well-built door, big enough to fit an adult through it. The metal handle is retracted into the door. I try to get a grasp on it and pull it out, but am unsuccessful. If I use the letter opener, I might be able to pop the handle out. I squat down by the door. The mark bites into my wrist again. That means we're on the right track. It's almost like it's trying to stop me from searching under the floor. You can't stop me. I stand up, pretending to be calm. Okay, that's worrying. Something dangerous must be here. What's wrong? Are you going to see what that is? I'll, check it out later. I keep my reply vague as I dust off my knees. Let's look around the room first. A bunch of interesting stuff in here. But I already did that! There's definitely something beneath our feet, but we better make sure we're prepared if we're going down there. I'll go down the rest of the hallway and just see if there's anything before I head in. Oh, wrong button. Which way am I looking? Oh. There are children everywhere. I mean, I guess it's a school, but... There's a fire door. The paint is peeling from the fire door, revealing rust underneath. When I open the side door, all I find is a wall. I'm about to give up and close the door when I notice something stuck to the back of it. Found a worn out talisman. Hey! When I pick up the worn out talisman, I feel warmth flow through me. Got soul power. The worn out talisman crumbles silently in my hand. Nice. Climb to the staircase. Climb the stairs. More snakes, more snakes. Poisonous snakes cover the hallway. It'd be foolish to try to keep going. But our Crocs! We decide to go back to the landing. Well, I mean, we've researched, checked, whatever, everything. So I guess we can go down into the creepy storage basement. Take out the letter opener, taking it out, but I can't think of a way to use it. Oh, I thought I used it. Or, oh. I try to get a grasp on it and pull it out, but I'm unsuccessful. Oh, am I missing what I need? It's a well-built door big enough to fit an adult through it. Okay, I guess we gotta go looking again. Oh. Was this locked before? There's a hole in the wall. I stick my arm in, but the hole gets narrower the further in I go, and I can't reach what's inside. I can see something stuck deep inside. Letter opener? We're just gonna use the letter opener on everything. Stick the letter opener in the hole and scrape out the item that was- Hey! There we go. Oh, it's another talisman. Yes, warmth and goodness. It's an abandoned desk. I stick my hand inside and feel around. Plastic bottle. There's nothing in the bottle. Oh. Well, it might come in handy. Yeah. Okay, that's all for this room. Am I lost? Just take me to the lost and found. Half-torn poster. Lost found. Where is the lost and found? Is there something in the lost and found? Lost items are kept in storage in the staff room. Please check there if you're missing something. Well, we were just in the staff room. We couldn't get to storage, though. Oh. Oh my god. Okay. An idea hits me and I try holding the girl's slipper up to the mirror because they're red. Oh, the lipstick. Oh. Okay. I am smart. I am very smart. Hanahiko mentioned the red stuff. An idea hits me and try holding lipstick up to the mirror. But nothing happens. Oh. I'm not smart. Red pen? But nothing happens. Okay, well... I thought I had finally figured it out, but I guess not. Okay. I'm trying to think. I tried everything here, right? Looks like the sliding door is a simple lock, but just sticking something in the hole. The crew, the key itself seems to have gone missing. I don't see it anywhere. Oh... What's this? Oh, are you serious? What? I had to look at it. I had to look at it. Not feel it, not use a tool. I had to look at it with my eyes. Something's stuck in the hole for the screw. It seems that wooden thing works as a lock. I'll have to do something about that to open the door. I take out the red pen. If I use the pen, I might be able to pop out what's ever stuck in the... Golly! You're surprisingly skilled. I've spent, what, the last, 20 minutes lost. Yes, I'm skilled, child. Is it that surprising? Yes, it's very surprising. Anyway, I need to focus. I'm disappointed in myself. Suddenly, the resistance vanishes and the pen pokes all the way through. Put my hand on the door and slide it open without any issue. Oh my god. There's a red tube inside. Got flare. A flare? I wonder what that's used for. It's a signal light for emergencies. It's a good idea to always have one in your car. Oh, I see. So that's what it is. By the way, Tsukasa, pick something up off the floor. It's a thorn about as long as my pinky finger. That's what was in the hole. That was clearly done on purpose. It's possible that he put the thorn in the hole to seal up this door. Is he afraid of this? I mean, if he's like a plant ghost, he's probably afraid of fire. I mean, it makes sense. We both look at the flare again. What? Why did you turn the light off? That wasn't me. I'm afraid of the dark. I didn't turn it off. It just went off. His face. Something's coming. Something's in the room next door. Tsukasa crumbles to the floor, their legs unable to hold them up in their panic. Shh, be quiet. I struggled to not yell with my nerves on edge. I hit the flashlight again and again. Come on, please. The batteries were just working. I feel like I'm performing CPR on this thing. But finally... Ayo. Got it. Ah! The door behind me warps threateningly. My mark burns in pain. Death is already in the room next door. There's no time. Nowhere to run. Calm down. I need to find a way out of this quickly. We're running out of time. A way to survive. We gotta hurry. The floor door. We're ready now. I take out the letter opener and shove it in. I might be able to get the handle out this way. It's like I've already tried to do this like 10 other times. When it touches the metal, my mark scorches me. I stop moving for just a second. But I have to do this. Hurry it up, mystery's coming. Yes, I got it. Or, yes, I got it. I grab the handle and lift up the trapdoor. As I thought, a dark hole leads down under the floor. Get in. I'd shove Tsukasa into the hole, then I slide down into the darkness after them. Ugh. I fall unexpectedly far, hitting my back against something. I grip my teeth to stop myself from yelling. Something shuffling around above my head. If we had stayed there just a few more seconds, we could have died. I grip my burning wrist with all my might. I must endure the pain for now. I can hear anxious panting. Tsukasa must be right next to me. They're shaking so hard I can see it from the corner of my eye. Excuse me. I brace myself, expecting the trapdoor to break open any second. But the shuffling noise finally grows distant. Are we safe now? Yeah, I think it's gone. Suddenly my wrist isn't hurting anymore. I see. That's good. We're saved. For now. I'd like to apologize. I panicked. Don't worry about it. I nearly ended up screaming myself. We both lost our cools. People probably show their true colors when they're cornered like that. Anyway, where are we? What in the world is this room? I'm surprised this place exists beneath the school. Does the flashlight work? Yeah. I cautiously press the switch, being careful not to make any noise. Bodies! The scene captured in the light of the flashlight sends shivers down my spine. Ah? Tsukasa slaps a hand over their mouth. For a few moments, all we can do is stare in silence. A disturbing scene more horrible than anything I've seen before spreads out before us. Call the police. Anyone would be shocked by it, especially a kid. See, if we bring a whole bunch of adults here, the police, then Hanahiko can't kill all of us at the same time. I take a deep breath and look closer. There's something twisting around the corpses. Looks like some kind of plant vine. Are those roses? The strangely sharp thorns and the thin red petals. There appears to be real live roses covering the corpses and carpeting the floor. My vision suddenly grows dim. Oh, well, we're just gonna cover that. I see a woman's body trapped by roses. Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta bring my cursor back in. Okay. What is this? The tragedy that happened in this room, it's as if it's all playing out in my head. I can see it. I'm just gonna leave myself where I'm at for a minute. Roses? Why would roses? Oh, okay, I think we're good. Does that mean someone planted them? I'm just gonna move myself back over here. There we go. Tsukasa's voice brings me back to reality. Yeah. I can't tell them that I saw some waking dream. I scrambled to remember the conversation. That's right. I saw the rose vines, then... Yeah, that's got to be it. It's not like they just spring up on their own. But... why would anyone do that? Did someone decorate the corpses for some kind of reason? Or did they die captured by the roses? Like I saw in that vision. Huh? Tsukasa screams. What's wrong? It must have been just my imagination, but I thought something moved. Over there, farther back in the room. His face. I can't. No, is something hiding in here? There's a dried up corpse. The body is twisted in an odd position, as if it's still in pain even now. I hesitantly search the corpse, but I don't find anything. Something flashes within the vines by its feet. A got round hand mirror. Okay. Looks like a gift for a young woman. Finding a mirror in a place like this. That's pretty This kid knows bigger words than me. Oh no. That's pretty incongruous. There's a bed with a metal pipe frame. The mattress is oozing dark, dirty water. It smells like sewage. Hey, can we put that in the water bottle? I slide the mattress over and find a plastic sheet underneath it. Vinyl sheet. It's pretty thick. Was it put there to protect from water damage? Oh yeah, it totally did its job. The top of the sheet is pitch black. At first glance, it looks like it's covered in mold. But when I spread it open, it crunches as dark red flakes fall from it. This is blood. I can't do anything but whisper, dumbfounded, as I stare at the blood-stained sheet. Something murmurs in my ear as if in reply. Their blood denies him. Part of me takes the voice seriously. I'm clearly hallucinating, but for some reason it calms me down. Still in a daze, I shine the flashlight under the bed. I saw it again! Something is under there. Tsukasa's voice has gone very shrill. Then... Hey now, give me a break. I'm no monster, you know, I'm just a regular human being. Something slowly climbs out from under the bed. It's a man in a trench coat. Creepy eyes. Everybody's got creepy eyes in theirs. What were you doing in a place like that? The man looks bored. He scoffs. Same as you. I ran into that monster and escaped down here. Then you guys came. The man turns his back to us and jerks his chin. Anyway, I was heading over there. His answer is believable enough, but why is he at the school to begin with? His presence raises a lot of questions. The man tilts his head a bit and peers at me, then he snorts. It seems he's seen through me. You don't look like you believe me. Guess that's only natural. I mean, who would? I mean... I haven't told you everything either. I could, but... The man looks around at his feet. We better get out of here first. We shouldn't chat at the crime scene. I completely agree. Tsukasa seems to feel the same way. I mean, I think we all kind of want to get out of here. Let's head back for now. You have somewhere to go back to? Good. Then let's get going. The man puts his hand on the ladder. He pauses and turns to us. The name's Satoru Mashita. I'm an ex-detective. Forgot to mention that. The man named Mashita disappears up the ladder. We follow him back up to the first floor, but when we emerge, he's not there. Hey, take a look at this. Mashta's calling to us from down the hallway. He's fast. Was it like this when you guys came through? Tsukasa pipes up, voice slightly wobbly. No, not at all. It was dark, but we would have seen this. Something's creeping along the hallway. They're rose vines. Thought so. I didn't see them before either. Yeah, I think this would be pretty noticeable. Just saying. The mark's color grows more vivid. Early dawn, a few hours left until death closes in. Some people naturally put others on guard, even if there's no particularly ill will between them. That's exactly the type of person Mashita is. Oh, you've got some nice stuff here. He's just looking through my stuff. The moment he climbs in the car, he makes a grab for my bag. Then he starts inspecting all of my stuff. I wasn't planning on keeping a constant eye on him, but he's making it very hard not to. You're an ex-detective, aren't you? So you're just like us then. Tsukasa interjects coldly from the back seat. I think I detect a bit of pep in his voice. He seems relieved we made it back safely. That's right, I was conducting a personal investigation just like you lot. Something I wanted to check. I don't doubt what he says, but that would mean he entered the school illegally. Like we have room to say. What were you... Let me ask one thing first. Mashita interrupts my question and points to my arm. Does that hurt? It didn't take him long to spot the mark on my wrist. Sometimes it hurts the most whenever I'm in danger. Huh, is that so? Mashita leans back in his seat, satisfied. I was investigating some missing people. Guess he's responding to my question now. That school came up in a number of missing person cases. Each one had some affiliation with H Elementary before they disappeared. Teachers, workers, people in the PTA, students, and their family members. I was looking for them. Huh? Then that means... Tsukasa leans forward from the back seat. The corpses we saw in that room couldn't have been those people, could they? Mashita doesn't reply. Maybe he thinks the answer is obvious, or maybe replying to a kid isn't worth his time. But something bugs me about what he just said. If the school was clearly suspicious then... Of course I brought it up to my superiors. All I got for it was... He continues before I can ask, making a slashing motion across his neck. You got fired, huh? Disciplinary discharge. Something about sexually harassing a subordinate. Oh my god. That principal's gotta have some kind of political pull. But it's been shut down for a while, right? Like... I probably dug up something he didn't want to get out. That wasn't my plan. I never meant to uncover anything dirty. True, the school did have that suspicious room. It's not that strange to think it would come up in some missing persons case. That would be common sense, at least. But common sense is for the world of the living. True. A spirit might have something to do with those cases. There's an awkward silence. In that sense, this isn't even a case anymore, is it? Mashita sighs deeply. Who would believe it? Who would believe that there's a monster in that school killing people? It's personal now. Our problem. And we're on our own. He turns his wrist over and shows it to me. On his skin is the familiar mark. You too? Yeah, I sensed it as soon as I saw yours. I had a feeling this would be a problem. We're in the same boat, you and I. He has good instincts. We should talk more when we get back. At Kujo Mansion, there's some... I stopped myself from finishing my sentence. I shouldn't mention that for now. In any case, once we get back, we'll give you more details. I went to Kujo Mansion because of my mark. I'm sure you'll receive help as well. But Mashita scoffs. Help, huh? You're underestimating me. If we hadn't had opened the door to the freaking storage room, he probably would have been walked down there anyways, so he better be thanking me. When I get out of the car, someone's there to greet me. Oh, mister. She looks rather pained. Her voice is lacking all of her usual energy. Are you okay? Huh? Oh, yeah, just spacing out. I'm fine. She doesn't look fine. I don't think any of us are fine. What, so there are others? This is everyone. Huh, what a reliable group you've got. The sarcasm is practically dripping off his words. So, are you planning on continuing to search for that key or whatever it is? We don't have anything else to go on. There's no other choice. I don't understand you. If the source of the mark is that spirit, it would be best to destroy the source, don't you think? What do you mean? The spirit exists, so all you have to do is kill it. Are you being serious? Killing a spirit is... Of course he's serious. He doesn't exactly look like the joking type. Not with those dark under eyes. If we manage to kill it, will that really make the mark disappear? When I consider everything Mary's told me, it doesn't seem like it worked that way. Even assuming it did, we have a more fundamental problem. And how do you plan to kill it? I'll figure something out. If something exists, there's logically a way to destroy it as well. He claims he can kill the spirit, yet he doesn't even know how he'll do it. Where does all that confidence come from? Don't forget, I faced him once already. If we're seriously thinking of killing him... Mashta grasps his wrist. The little shit shot some kind of thorns at me from a distance. They hit hard enough to stick in concrete. There's no way to get in close to him. We have to make that a priority. Mashta pulls something out of the heel of his shoe and tosses it at me. It's a thorn curved like a fang. The only reason I'm still breathing is because I was lucky. It won't happen next time. We need a plan. As we head to the entrance, I tell Mashta about Kujo Mansion. He takes it all in silently. Even bringing up the talking doll or Saya Kujo's death doesn't trigger a reaction. Is he so unnervingly calm because he's already dealt with the supernatural? I mean, he is an ex-detective. We reach the main hall, which is warmly lit. This is a strange mansion, but for some reason I feel like I've come home. Acclimatization is kind of terrifying. Welcome back, Lord Yashiki. That man is a mark bearer too, I see. Would you make the introductions? I update Mary on our investigation and the strange way we met Mashta. The mirror, the underground room full of corpses, the sudden appearance of roses. I really hate to admit it, but it's clear something supernatural is at work here. And the spirit that caused all of it, Hanahiko. There's no doubt that Hanahiko is the one who put the mark on Mashta's arm too. But... what kind of chance do we have against a monster that can do that? Mashta says we should kill him, but is that even possible? Hey, Yashiki. My train of thought is interrupted. Mashta's holding a leather-bound notebook out toward me. Read this. I picked it up in that underground room. It was caught up in a bunch of those rose vines when I found it. It was pretty hard to get loose. Did you read it? I skimmed through a bit. It's got some interesting stuff. That's what he says, but he's not smiling at all. His eyes simmer with a quiet anger. Dark red marks stain the cover. I have a bad feeling, but I flip through it. Rose petals fall as they become unstuck from the pages. The notes within are very detailed. The author was intelligent and well-written. Reading through, it dawns on me that this was written by H Elementary's principal. The austere, meticulous letters on each page tell a ghastly story. Records of a young, adopted boy's tutoring sessions. The first note is from 5 years ago. It seems the boy adopted by the principal was small and exceedingly cute. He enjoyed wearing skirts and makeup too. There was no denying that they truly suited a dainty, red-cheeked boy like him. But the principal had a hard time accepting such fancies. Bad habits must be corrected young to promote sound mental health, he thought. So he called it tutoring as a cover for his warped desires. They took place in the underground room. too many prying eyes anywhere else. There was no safer place in the school at night once all the teachers had left. The principal stayed behind under the pretense of keeping watch, then tutored. He was a highly respected teacher. He'd even made appearances on TV. There was no reason to be suspicious. The only one who noticed anything strange was the boys' homeroom teacher, but she feared the principal's power and firmly kept her mouth shut. Jail. Electric chair. As the notes continue, they are more and more deranged. They paint a horrible picture. It's as if a totally distorted parent. It is of a totally distorted parent and child. My child gets weaker after every session. His delicate frame has grown thinner, and his red cheeks are now darkened. His appearance is described in detail, but there is no malice or hatred. There's just fanatical sincerity, his pride as an educator, and a terrifying, smothering love. It continues like that to the very last page. There is no mention of what became of the principal and the boy, but going by the current state of H Elementary, I can hazard a guess. You don't look so well, mister. What was in that notebook? You don't need to know. Tsukasa peers up at me. He and the boy in the notebook are about the same age. This isn't stuff you should share with the kid. I better just sum up the main points for him. That's terrible. We children are always the victims of the ego of adults. Stupid grown-ups are irredeemable. True. Why he'd say that makes sense. The revolting evil of the adults, and the poor boy who became a victim. But is that really the end? If Hanahiko and the boy in the notebook are connected, then the boy turned into a monster. Is that even possible? Untimely deaths produce hatred. Death does not bring it to an end. Such festering sentiments can give birth to the supernatural. Monsters, ghosts, vengeful spirits, they have many names. I believe that you have all heard one or two such stories. Hanahiko is similar. Mary's words are hard to swallow, but after all those weird events, it only makes sense to accept them. If I turn my back to the truth, all that will await me is death. Then Hanahiko really is a monster. We must form a plan based on that hypothesis. Mary is silent a moment. Then her jade glass eyes shift to Mashita. Incidentally, according to Lord Yashiki's report, there are those among you who are considering killing the spirit. I shall warn you just in case, but that will be very difficult to do. Why's that? I could see Mashita narrow his eyes, but I made sure to speak up first. They are from the world of the dead. Just as the living cannot become more alive, the dead cannot be killed. The only thing you could possibly destroy is the cursed sentiment. So, what does that mean? It's as I told you before, death and life existing together. If that is the origin of the mark, then a way to erase it will be there. By driving away the spirit, the curse will also be eliminated. So, defeating Hanahiko is how we'll be able to destroy the mark. Setting aside how he can't be killed, what exactly is the key then? It is nothing more than a concept, so I am unsure, but I'm certain of one thing. Fate ties the spirit to its place of birth. An object there may be able to fulfill the role of the key. It is a difficult concept to grasp, but that is just how spirits are. Determining the nature of the key, that will decide your fate. I had a feeling we'll just have to keep digging around at H Elementary. We don't know what the cursed sentiments or the key to destroying the grudge are. Gaining the key and lifting the grudge is the only way to survive. You will be required to be callous to make use of the spirit's fear. The way to repel the spirit lies within its grudge. Remember this, and be careful. New info was added to the spirit file. Secret of the underground room.